All right, so I know this is a sort of a surprise live. It wasn't scheduled, but we got stuff to talk about. Today, we're going to be talking about the issue with tariffs, right? How that's going to affect us as watch collectors. And I know there's so many other things to be worried about, right? Like watches. We're talking about watches. But in the past, let's see, 48 hours, I watched a number of shows that discuss tariffs. They went in details. Was on, what was I talking about last night? Watch Hangout was talking about steel subs, like those that are, if you're a Rolex collector, steel subs. You with them or you against them type of deal. Let's see. So, and I wanted to look something up myself. They were talking about, for those of you guys that are buying watches from eBay, there's a tariff has been tacked on. But Hobby of Ours actually covered this. Man, I think, has it been 2 weeks now? I think it's been 2 weeks. I think like 2 weeks ago, he dropped that. What's going on, Jay Jones? Watch Junkie Megazoid is in the building. Holding tight for now. Some prices have gone up like crazy. And that's what, okay, so there's a couple of things, man. We're going to talk tariffs for a second. Then I got to tell y'all what I just found out, like, maybe 30 minutes ago, right? Hey, how you? Like 30 minutes ago, I just found something out. And we'll talk about it. Let's see. I'm actually on eBay right now. And I want to see for myself. Now, of course, I mean, I'll take their word for it because, yeah, I just take their word for it. I want to see if any other sellers or dealers on eBay, because I've purchased off of eBay a number of times. And I'm looking at see if any of the watches here, if they either increase in price or what have you. Okay, so I'm looking at the Seiko prospects. The that's what I'm looking at right there. I know it's backwards for you. Is $549.99. So I'm gonna click on that. Let me see. I don't even know where this is coming from, but I want to see what the price is to actually ship it, because that's what you're paying, the duties, the duty cost. And okay, it doesn't look like there are. It don't look like there's any additional shipping. Is free for that. Okay, so that one, all right, we good to go. You got to worry about that one. So I guess it's anything that's coming from Japan right now, you're getting the extra duties. And I got a question for you guys. I got a question. If you're watching this, are you a Seiko fan, or are you enough of a fan to continue to buy from Seiko, like right now? So this is one of the latest Seikos that I have, that I purchased myself. I do have a couple of other examples. And one of the discussions is Seiko not being limited, so to speak. So I have this one right here, which is a limited piece. Then I have this one, which is the land tortoise. This one does not have air coating whatsoever, but I purchased this one because it's designed a reissue of one that was built in the 70s, made in the 70s. I was trying to get like my birth year watch, like anything in the 70s I'm trying to grab, but I think for me right now, I'm holding steady. I'm not about to purchase anything because the prices are crazy, and I'm not willing to spend that extra. I'm not willing to spend the extra. So for this one, this is prospects, right? Now, if you look at this watch and say the price is like $599, let's just say $599, $600, right? So because of export tax, this watch goes up to, let's say, $750. Let's just say that. Would you continue? Would you buy it? And I think that's an honest question. Would you buy it? What's up, Chris? I can hold off on Seiko. They still make nice watches, but Islander has, ooh, yeah, bro. Islander is on point. Islander is definitely on point. Yeah, yeah, that's, you know what, and I have been looking at this watch for almost a year. It actually sat in Trifecta's case for a long time, and I think the only reason this watch didn't sell because of all the watches that was around it. That's just my, to be honest. What you? Oh, that's for me. I'm minding their business. I guess that I should mind the business that pays me, right? Don't agree with me. Trouble over here. But yeah, this watch right here, and I'm glad nobody picked it up because I like the green. Now, again, I've worn this watch a few times. The strap on this thing is extremely aggressive. It's not uncomfortable, but it definitely lets you know that it's there. And sometimes, like with this one, it kind of disappears on the wrist. And what I mean by that is, I know it's there, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's lightweight. It feels so good. This watch is very comfortable. Very comfortable. Extremely comfortable. This is probably like one, let me see. I have some watches that are extremely, extremely comfortable. This is like in my top pick of most comfortable watches I've ever strapped on my wrist. This one, this is a rugged watch. This watch deserves to go outside on camping trips, hikes, mountain climbs, or whatever you're doing. I ain't climbing nobody's mountain, but yeah, I would take it out there though. You know what? This is just a random question. If you had the opportunity to climb Mount Everest, would you do it? Would you take the opportunity to climb Mount Everest? Well, anyway, okay, since we're talking about Seiko, on the 15th, this is the news. On the 15th, Seiko is raising their prices. Goes up on the 15th. So guess what's about to happen? People that find this out, if they know, people are going to go crazy trying to buy that Seiko, the limited Seikos and stuff like that. So yeah, and I'm not willing to go up in price with Seiko, and I like Seiko. I'm not willing to. But as a matter of fact, that like I'm cool, and this is something that I stand on right now. I'm good with what I got in my collection. If I don't collect anything else, if I don't get, and you guys know I want the Panerai, but if we get to the point, so the Panerai that I want, then I'm going after. I've actually abandoned the radio mirror. I'm going to go with Luminor, right? I don't know the actual model number, but I know it has a blue dial on it, and I want that. It's like a 5-day power reserve on it. I want that one, but I know the price on it. Pre-owned, I know the price on it. Brand new, right? It's a crazy difference. Brand new, that watch is $8,500. Pre-owned, that watch is $4,100. But from the pre-owned market, if it goes up to 55, and on the luxury, I definitely don't want to spend $8,500 on a watch. I don't. It's funny. I was watching watching the Hangout, right? And I'm gonna tell you something I find interesting is the conversations they're having. They're talking about their Rolexes. They're talking about their Vacherons and stuff like that. And some people got it. They can throw their money out there. I ain't got it like that. So the way they talk about high-end watches, the same way I talk about buying like an Invicta or a Seiko. I'm like, yo, I'm at the under $1,000 price point, and that right there is a stretch for me because I'm like, ooh, how much is that? No Mount Everest for me. Many have tried. Only about 2 have made it. Well, you know what? I think if I was to do Mount Everest, like if I just got to it and went up like 100 feet and came back down, conquer it, bro. Crush it. Like, cause I touched it, I was at the base, I went up 100 feet and I came back down. I'm good to go. Hey, I'm not that adventurous. Hey, first off, welcome in everybody. Hey, wrist check, everybody, wrist check. What we rocking? Cause I got on that Gene Kranz, baby. I have on the Gene Kranz, baby. Yeah, and may I say, for those that got the Gene Kranz, you got a really nice watch from Seiko. Seiko killed it on this one. They did their thing. They sure did. I have to give them major credit. This is the most comfortable Seiko I have. Now I'll tell you another Seiko that I don't post as much, but I love wearing it. It's this one, man. I really like this one, man. It's just, I don't know, man. It's the bezel on it, man. It's really, I like it. I really like this watch. This is comfortable too. Really comfortable. The Jubilee style bracelet. And I said Jubilee style. Yeah. That thing's, I like it. Good morning. What's up, Brian? How you doing, man? Appreciate you being here. MG in the building, man. MG is a entrepreneurial powerhouse. Back at it again, chilling and watching watches, getting watched. Citizen Pro Master Tough. Hey, that is really a nice watch, man. That's on my want list. I like the Tough. I think that is, man. I had asked them, was that watch made for the military? Because that watch is pretty much built to withstand anything. Pretty much, right? And I know that once you, how did they, so once Citizen, of course you have to send it back to Citizen to get it repaired if you have to. Everything goes through, that's one case, one design, unibody design, and they have to go through the crystal or take the crystal out and pop everything out, pop the stem out to get to it. It does not come out the back end. There's none of that. It just comes straight out the top of the watch. The facial area of the watch. And it's built to withstand some stuff. And I thought it was, I asked them, I said, do you guys build this with the military in mind? They said no, but it can withstand pretty much anything. That watch is made for Armageddon. The wrestling guy, what's going on, bro? What's happening? What's happening? Love that purple too. Yeah, that thing go hard. So for those that just got here, if you just got here, just Seiko prices are going up on the 15th of next month. So the other problem you're gonna have is if your model is not available right now, chances are you may not get it at the price that it is right now. So there are a number of places that you can go for watches, right? Y'all know I'm always gonna represent Kokomo and Trifecta, those two. You can go either call them or, and I didn't tag them in this, but just type in Trifecta watches, it'll pop up. Lafayette, Indiana. Kokomo, Indiana, Palmer's Jewelers, they're attached to the same thing, which that's the next news that I'm going to give you because we got some stuff coming up on the 27th of September. I understand. So let's do this real quick. You had Watches and Wonders kicked off for the year, right? Who did before them? Was it Minutes and Hours? It was either Minutes and Hours or Wind Up or either both. And I don't know, Minutes and Hours has 3 shows per year. Wind Up has 3 shows. Intersect has 3 or 4 shows. And then you have Philly, which is that next week or week after? Yeah, Godfather's thing is this. So it's the week after, you got the Philly show. Now, here's the deal. We got another one. We got one in between. And I understand that, and this goes out to vendors, watch companies, like micro-brand companies. Hey, you got the peanut gallery over here making fun of me. Y'all hear this? Come over here, Miss Little Bird, anybody think about you? Making fun. But anyway, Light It Purple. Oh, I read that one. Had you had problems with black coatings? I think you get washed off the time on bracelet. Not yet. I had a problem. With my Invicta pieces, the blue label coating that rubbed off and the purple label coating rubbed off, which I think it still was a great idea, but on the case itself not so much, but the bracelet, yeah. I haven't had the PVD coating rub off on my watches yet. But then the other thing too, I don't wear them is like trying to rotate through them. So it's a blessing and a curse to have as many watches as I got. The worst part about it is I bought the watch and now sometimes it'll sit a lot longer than I would like. But I get into this mode where so I'm either wearing this, I'm wearing my PRX, or you already know what y'all think I'm about to show. Yeah, you already know, man. My Time Fortress. Yep, I'm calling it Time Fortress. Did I have it upside down? No, that was right. Yep, so I got that. Yeah, so some watches just don't get into the rotation that I would like them to. But I haven't had that. Watches. That's right. I know people who have 30-year-old ones still working. Yeah, bro, like that. So that's where I'm at right now. So keep this in mind, and I'm saying this for anybody that is remotely close to Indiana. If you're in Chicago, Ohio, even St. Louis, I would say you definitely want to come. Now, I'm not at liberty to say everything I need to say about this show, but trust me on this one. I am going to be live at this show. I'm going to be there early, super early. There's no question about it. I'm going to be at this show because they have some announcements that you don't want to miss. I think it's super dope that what they got going on. I got wind of something that they're working on, that they have been working on. They put in behind the scenes. It's going to be a very, very, very interesting situation, especially with the tariff situation, because let's just say this. Tariffs right now are terrorizing a lot of watches. And I get it, you don't have to buy another watch. You don't. A lot of us have enough watches to last us for a lifetime. However, if you are like that dopamine Donovan that I mentioned, you have to buy a watch. You want to buy a watch, you got the money, you have the disposable income to get a watch, and you're like, look, you can say right now, I don't care about tariffs. Tariffs is not going to stop me from, tariffs will slow you down. Based on what I've been seeing, the prices are going up. Christopher Ward, like, I haven't been on Christopher Ward website, but I was looking at some analysts talk about Christopher Ward when they do go up. That the Loco will go from a, $5,500 watch to like $7,500 or somewhere around $7,000 or something like that. That's a lot of money. And you have to rationalize with yourself, why do you buy? What is your purpose of buying? Because we know that, like, even though it was a fun poll that I did, but you got to know that people are buying watches for luxury. It's an investment. They want to flip it. They want to make a profit. The way tariffs are right now, you're not going to flip the watch. And if you buy the watch right now, there was a channel that I was looking at stating the watches that you should buy right now that will increase in price in the future, right? And giving you a return. You know the variable, and I mentioned this yesterday, there's no guarantee that you're going to make a good profit off of this watch. You may not even have a buyer for that timepiece. That's the problem. Think about that. Like, you may not have a buyer for that watch, and now you're stuck with it. Now you've shelled out $12,000 for a watch that you think you're gonna get a return of $18,000. And I'll even say with that, man, like, if I bought a watch at, let's say, $10,000, I want to make a significant amount of money off of that watch. I don't want to buy a $10,000 watch just to make $2,500 off of it. I don't. Yeah, I just don't. It's just because I'm looking at the time that because it's not promised that you're gonna get it. So I buy it on March. Let's say I buy the watch in March, and I see how the industry has changed and switched, and by September, I'm like, okay, it's time to sell it. I'm trying to sell it, and I got all these different inquiries, and people like, well, I'll give you this, so I'll give you that. I'm like, nah, I need 18.5. I need 18.5, and you're like, and it may take you a year to get that. It's not worth it to me. That's too much of a hassle. That's too much of a hassle. So, again, and I'm going to post this on my my page, on my community page. the actual dates, times, I would love if you are close to Indiana, if you're close enough, if it's an hour, 2 hour drive, even up to 5 hours. And I know some people will fly in. We got people from California just flying all over the place just for these watch events. You don't want to miss this one. I've been to watches. It's whiskey wheel and watches, what they call it. So they'll have like the cars out there, like the vintage cars, old schools. You get to go out there, and they'll have all the booths set up and stuff like that. So my bad, y'all. So it's a big deal. It's fun. I enjoy it. And you get to talk to other watch collectors. And that's honestly how my relationship with Trifecta actually started. My relationship with Trifecta started in the Whiskey Wheels 2 years ago. 2 years ago. That was the first time I met. Well, I didn't meet him then. I saw Random Rob. They were doing dropping a G-Shock off like the building across the street, like the 5th floor or something like that, off the roof. So they threw it down and survived. They were supposed to have a helicopter on this last one, but I don't know what happened. Then they got the military trucks out there, and it's all type of stuff. You could buy a car out there if you want to. It's like there's a man, what did they have out there? They had a 392 Jeep, 4-door Jeep out there, man. They fired that thing up. Oh my gosh, that thing was crazy. Hold on, let me see. What we got for us in Europe is crazy. The U.S. gets a lot less important for business because of fees. In Switzerland, you nearly pay nothing for taxes and shipment from China, and that's crazy, man. It's hard to reasonably predict. It's very good in the cyclical industry. Think and perform better on the investment alternatives. That's why I always laugh when you try to flip. Julius, man, bro. Bro, it's serious too. That is so serious. And I'm gonna be very candid when I say this. I watch a lot of YouTube. Y'all know I do. If you don't know this, I do a lot of watching YouTube, and I am very interested in what people say. So let me give you a scenario. I was listening to, Tudor. Tudor has been the number one talk, even though that's not the most talked about watch, according to ChatGPT. But Tudor has been like the talk over the past 2 weeks. I've said this, right? And it's like out of one situation or one person or a few people say, hey, Tudor, this is the watch that you should get. This is the watch that will be the best option for the price. And I'm like, the phone calls attacking me. It's crazy. So when you are, as a YouTuber, when you are on the side of the screen and you're telling somebody, hold on. Let me give you an example. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here is a Noctua dive watch, aviation, beautiful piece for you. If you don't have this in your collection, you are missing out. This thing is priced well, it fits well. This thing tells time like a dream, and hold up, listen. It just hums in your ear. And I love this precious thing because it is an amazing timepiece, man. It is timeless, and it will take you to the next level, right? It's an affordable timepiece. It's limited. I can say all the things that make it dance on water, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, there was a celebrity that wore this. This watch was in a movie, which it wasn't. Just using it as an example. And that's my biggest thing. And I talk about this, and then the next person see that, like, you know what? I have a Noctua, so they talk about it. So Noctua for the week, that's the watch. This is what they're talking about. But it's not going to resonate with everybody, and it's not always true what they say. Right? But I'm telling you, I want you to be enthusiastic or enjoy watch collecting. I want you to jump on it, right? Because I believe in it. Or maybe I was paid to make you believe in it. Whatever the case is, I've seen that with the Tudor, but then there comes the investment side. It's a smart investment. When I hear that, I'm like, wait a minute, are we investing or are we collecting? Are we enjoying? What would be the purpose of me buying a Noctua? What would be the purpose of me buying a Submariner? And hold up, I have an example of, I don't have a Submariner. I got something that got in trouble for coming close to a Submariner, and that is the Invicta Pro Diver 9937 original bezel, all black stainless steel subby. This one has a fold over clasp, friction base, mill, exhibition. It's a liter 200. I can say this watch is everything. If you don't have this one, you're not an Invicta collector if you don't have this in yours. It's 40 millimeter. I don't even know how tall it is. Maybe 12 millimeters, 12 and a half, maybe 13, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's it. I haven't worn this watch in a minute. It's actually loose. The last time I wore this watch, my wrist was 7.5 inches circumference. I don't know what's next. Hold up. Chanel announced coming soon. The channel announced coming soon. Get ready for the new name press conference on my IG, Triple IG. Vic, don't come in here with that. Stop trolling my channel. Hail Caesar. Better use of capital is to put in broad index funds. Hold up, let me pin that. And emergency savings. Here we go with unboxing Vision 3D. That's not me, man. Listen, man, I'm a low-level collector, bro. Yo, don't listen to Vic. Vic is trolling again. Every morning, I'm greeted with a new wrist shot. Some watches I've never seen before, and I thought I knew this man's whole collection, but obviously I don't. He has a new watch for every day of the week. He doesn't have to repeat. His watch collection is crazy, and he's sitting on some stuff, man. I don't know what else he got. Yeah, his watch collection is superior to most, man, and he's sitting over there. Him and Randy over there, man, they got something going on, man. They thugging over there, both of them. Megazord, it's so crazy that some people have that mindset. Yeah. Yes, you. Emergency savings is key. Most of us buy what we want now what's actually needed. Yeah, that's where we are right now. So, again, investments is irrelevant term unless we're talking Rolex, FP, Jordan, Patek, etc. And it ruins the enjoyment of the hobby. You know, there is a beauty in learning about these watches, and there are some channels that will really push you into the investment side of it, in the lore of the, you know, just having this piece. And I don't think, like, do you really appreciate what you have on your wrist? Even if you have an off-the-shelf movement in your watch, I can't build one of these things. Now, granted, thanks to the guys over there at Kokomo Watch Company, I actually participated. I built a watch almost 2 years ago, right? They helped me. It was a little thing, you know what I'm saying? You pay for the experience. It's like going to Disney World, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But that's right, the experience. That's right, hold up. Yeah, she corrected me. So this is my director over here. She said, use experience. Sorry, director. So for the experience, I got a chance to build a watch, right? But like FP Jordan, I've never seen one in person. I've always seen it on YouTube. I would like to see one. I mean, I got a chance to look at the Vacheron Overseas, right? Look at it through a loop, a jeweler's loop, at the movement. Oh my. And I will stand on that, man. Vacheron is a really beautiful timepiece, man. Gosh, it is a beautiful timepiece. I mean, I can say the same thing about Omega. I love like when you flip Omega over and look at the case back, beautiful. Just, man, craftsmanship is just A1. And then you have Rolex, right? The king of marketing, the king of swing. This watch company, man, you can't deny Rolex, man. But it's in comparison to other watches, the Rolex fails in comparison as far as the beauty that I've seen, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking Rolex, it's really nice. But, you know, when you get down to the Tudor sub and then the Rolex sub, bruh. Hold up. I don't have a superlative chronometer and all this other stuff, but I do have a nomadic timepiece, and that right there is a great looking sub. That is a great dive watch. Got a Salida 200. It's been regulated, and I think for me, I was sold on their story. I was sold on their story. I was sold on the fact that that watch was built in Belfast, and it's named after the seafarer. Nomadic Company is the same little ship, what they call the mini Titanic, that was used to take mail and people over to the Olympic and the Titanic. So what we talking about? What we talking about? I think it comes down to like enjoyment. Like some of us, and the people that's on this side of the screen that's telling you guys what's going on, that's just like inviting you guys into the realm of horology. Some people do an amazing job. Well, some people, it is very commercial. It is very business oriented. It is a transaction. It is a transaction. Now, I look at it all. I watch it all because I think, you know what I'm saying, it is just for information. Just for the information side, I do absorb a lot of this stuff. I don't agree with all of it, but I do. Because, I mean, there's so much to learn out here. You said you were wearing your nomad. Hey, man, look, man, I'm a fan of the brand. I like Nomadic, man. As far as the Mirage is concerned, you know, I've said that I want to get like one watch or one model out of each brand that I actually like. You know, like South Baltimore, I went with this piece right here. I absolutely think this piece right here is my favorite piece. Even though what was that one? The Old Bay. I think the Old Bay that's sick. That is so sick. I like that. But I wanted to own at least one watch out of each company. But that even, I'm like, shoot, I can't even say that about, hold on. Islander. Dude, I don't know how many I have. I have about 5 Islanders in my collection. 5 or 6. 5. Is it 5? I got 5 Islanders in my collection. 5 of them things. And I set out to just get one, but like with Islander and Seiko, you just can't buy one. Nomadics are 12 miles. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Let's see. I've just looked at interviews with Mike. I don't know. I like their commercials, man. That's super dope. All right, let's see. You work part-time on monorails. Oh, you talking about down there in Disney? He said wrong button. Hey, listen, Brian took us, I was watching it. How long ago was that? 3 weeks ago? He did a live and took us on the monorails, and then we get to see, man, that was super dope, man. Like, I love those, man. Those hit different. Those are very interesting lives. We're talking watches, and then, you know, you have a watch collector that's taking you through what they do, right? Disney, oh man, you say Disney with me, I'm hooked. You even got to say nothing else. I love Disney. Love it. I absolutely love going there, man. It's like, I don't even care about being an adult at that point. I'm just like, forget that. I don't know how much money long term. I seen that. Thelonious, I'm gonna tell you something that I watched, and I can actually go back to 2005. 2005, we had a couple of companies here in my state that sold older cars, man. And they had a 70 Chevelle, they had a 69 Chevelle, and a 72 Chevelle. The 69 Chevelle was going for $8,500. It had a blown transmission, but it was $8,500. The 70 Chevelle was going for $10,000. The Grand National was going for $10,000, and the 72 was, I want to say, around $8,500, and that thing ran like a dream, right? It fired it up the whole nine, and you had like old school Cadillacs, 59s, like nothing that I saw at the time was over $25,000. Now we're talking between 2005 and 2007, right? When I came back from Iraq, those prices had went up just slightly. 2025, that company right now, if you had the frame of a 72 Chevelle, you're paying 15 grand. $15,000, no engine, no nothing. I mean, just the frame, lights, wheels. You can push it back and forth on your trailer, bruh. So yeah, the prices on that has gone up. I'm not a believer in I'm basing this off of people that I know that's in horology, like in the business of trading, selling, and buying watches. They not moving like that. And when they do, like, there's certain people, man, and I don't know, I can't speak on like Happy Jewelers and all these other people, man. I look at the comments, and this is based off of what people said, that it's all a gimmick. They put this stuff on there, and they pretty much dictate the narrative on there, because they'll have another YouTuber or a jeweler or whoever, a friend, come in and say, hey, I can't find this watch, and I'm having a hard time selling this watch. And it gives validity to the overall. Hey, Tariffs is really tearing a hole in everything. And I'm like, some of this stuff is hype. Some of it is hype. I have to believe that. I have to believe that. This is how you sell. Like, how do you squeeze out that last little bit of juice out of something? I'm not saying that watch collecting is coming to an end. I'm not saying that the watch market is coming to an end. But I'm telling you this, and this is based off of, dang near, I'm going to say, if I talk to 15 people, which I've talked to more than that, but like in the past, since we've known about Tariffs, the people that I've talked to, 9 times out of 10, almost 10 times out of 10, they're like, hey, bro, I'm cool. I got what I got. I'm not buying nothing else. Now I got some that's like, man, I hate the Tariffs is here because I was planning on buying an Omega. And I won't say your name. I promise I'm not going to call you out like that, man. But, bro, quit playing, man. You've been collecting the way you've been collecting, bro. What is you talking about? You still my guy, but I'm like, bro, come on. Don't use the tariff talk to, nah. And like, what's the point? I go back to that question. What do you get out of buying a luxury watch? What do you get out of it? If that's not your expertise, if you're buying it just to post it, to get kudos from somebody, I don't think that's a good enough excuse or reason to spend that kind of money. Or you may be one of those that let's say for instance, you said, you know how we asked that question, if I had to start my collection over, if I got rid of all my watches, I would start it over like this. That's a real thing, because you can literally, let's say you got 50 watches in your collection, and you sold every last one of them, and I'm gonna give a number. Let's just say you sold 50 watches, and now you got $10,000. Where do you start? That is legitimate. Now, if you start with, say, hey, I'm about to buy Omega. Okay, you got 10 grand. I guess the next question is, are you going pre-owned or are you buying brand new? And keep in mind, I mean, that may just be the only one and done. I think if I got rid of every watch and I had that, first and foremost, I would love to have more than $10,000 for all the watches I got. But yeah, in today's market right now, what I got in my collection, if I got $10,000, I'll be like, okay. I think honestly, if I started my collection over right now, and all I had was $10,000, I would buy a pre-owned Panerai just to stretch that money along. And I wouldn't sell everything, because I'll keep this. I'll keep that. I like, of all the Seikos and stuff that I've experienced Seiko. I have and I'm no Seiko fanboy at all. I don't have the experience that a lot of you guys have in Seiko, but for the ones that I have worn and experienced, all-time favorite, off the rip. This one, this invokes a certain emotion, you know what I'm saying, if you will. Plus, it's comfortable. And then it's easy to read. Even at it's 38.5 millimeters. It looks bigger than that, honestly. But it's super comfortable, man. I think I'm a fan of cushion style cases. Huge fan. I like cushion.
You would give it to her.
The beef is started. Oh. Let's see. Hit the rolling. These classic car prices are ridiculous. Absolute Brian. Will do. I'll be wearing one of my Invicta Disney pieces. Jay Jones did. It takes Rich Fire. Gray market is stumbling. You can call out Jay Jones. It's fine. Oh man, be careful, Vic. I know your secret. What do you think about Hamilton Jazz Master Open Heart? I absolutely love it. When I think about it, I put it on. I tried it on. I looked. Oh man, Jake Trifecta has one. He got a couple of them. He got one in his pre-owned. I like that watch, man. I really like that, man. Like that aventurine dial on it, the cutout. I think, man, it is it's poetic, man. Like I like that watch. I really do. Now, be it that I like bigger watches, I like the smaller version because that 42 millimeter? That sucker big. Like it's a lot of dial. And I think the smaller one is, I don't know, I think it's better to me. It has a better look. I think it's more functional. But that larger one gives you a larger scale of what they do. But I think I would choose the smaller version. Because the smaller version plays just right. And then on top of that, because of how I feel about watches now, there's certain watches I like that I need it to be big on my wrist, heavy. That Jazzmaster is not for me. I'm like, I put it on the wrist, I say, I don't like the bigger one. I like the smaller version in this one. And I tried on both. The beef has started in the chat. No secrets here, I'm watch retired. I have a Hamilton Jazzmaster burgundy dial, no open heart though. Great watch for sure. And I asked Jake about that, like Hamilton doesn't have any news. I don't have any news for you guys. And again, I know some new people just came in. Seiko is going up in price. Seiko on the 15th of next month, Seiko is going up in price. And then Kokomo Watch Company, Kokomo and Palmer's is having a watch event. They normally have the whiskey wheels and watches in the summer, beginning of summer. But dude, think about how many events there were. So you had minutes and hours, you had wind up, you had all kind of stuff happening. So it wouldn't have been, they couldn't have done it. They couldn't have done it because all the people the vendors that they got, and they got, so I will announce who all is coming, but there's a surprise to this Whiskey Wheel and Watches. There is a huge surprise. It's gonna be a huge announcement, man, and I think I'm excited for it. I'm so excited for this one. Trying to buy green diamonds, absolutely gorgeous. What do you think of Grand Seiko putting spring drive in on the back movement? I particularly don't care for that, but I know that they've been listening to the people. People wanted that. I've read that in the chat. I'm not a fan, but I like to see. I want all my information where I can see it, and I like that. That's one of the things that actually draws me to the Grand Seiko. Outside of the beautiful dial, of course, but I like a certain busyness to the dial. Then, of course, I like more subdued. Man, a matter of fact, I'll show you. I'll pull up the Nomadic again. See, that's a no date. I like that. Having just time only, I'm good with that. Man, you know what? I'm tripping, y'all. Hold up. What time is it? What time it be? Let me set this real quick. Let me set this right fast, right now. I'm about to put this on. I'm wearing this right now. I'm actually about to go to work. I like, man, this watch is so dope, man. The font is beautiful, man. The look, It got like a spinach green loom to like the way the loom set up. And I haven't buffed out the scratches. I'm not buffing them scratches. I got some major scratches in there in that watch. But I really like this piece, man. Putting this up right now. Matches my head. Yeah. Well, somewhat. Somewhat. There we go. Ah. Love a penny rod, but I'm a skinny Irishman. Hey man, you know what? I went to Ireland, Dublin, Ireland, when I flew over to before we went to Iraq, and I got a chance to see Ireland. And when I tell y'all, of all the places, and I haven't been a lot of places in the world, but I've been to the UK, been to Ireland, Kuwait, and Iraq, of course. Ireland is so beautiful. It's enough to make you cry. Not to be sentimental, but that is, man, I literally saw a freaking castle. I saw a castle. It had a moat around it. And I was like, yo, that is wow. We was out in the country too. I'm talking about green as much as you can see, the nice winding roads. They had wild boar out there, bro, like just running around. I was like, dude, if I had a bow and arrow, shoot, bow, get that, man. We about to have some real bacon, boy. Oh my gosh, man. Y'all gotta, man, Ireland is such a beautiful place to go. Man, I took a deep breath, I just breathed in all the Irish spring. It's beautiful, I loved it, man. That's on my bucket list to go back to Ireland. I wanna go on one of those winding roads, man, in a convertible. Just like not going fast, but just like taking it in. Just taking it in. You know what? A Jeep. Rip the doors off that sucker, man, and just go. Like, I don't want no music, I just want to go. Some cargo shorts, t-shirt. I ain't even gonna wear my hat. Just roll, man. Ireland is beautiful. Wristwatch Revival, I do watch that. That is very interesting to watch him, just watching him build and rebuild watches and stuff, fixing them up. Addicted to Wristwatch Revival. You're addicted to it. Yeah, that thing is legit. I like that channel. Y'all forgive me, man. My allergies. Yo, this morning I was such bad shape. My eyes were swollen. My nasal passages was closed. I couldn't breathe for nothing, man. Boy, I'm telling you, man, that allergy medicine kicked in clutch. I'm still got some issues breathing. The people that are into this stuff mostly dead now. Unfortunately, that time comes for all of us. I see similar things happening to muscle cars. Yeah. See, Vic, he could change. Had to drop, change. Jay Jones, man, put yourself in timeout. I don't even want the moderators to put you in timeout. Put yourself in timeout, bro, because I know you ain't talking about switching up a watch, bro. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? As many watches as you got 6 coming. Yo, I'm telling your business. You got 6 watches coming. You bought like 5, 15, 35, 40 watches last month. Bro, you got, and then last year you bought, I don't know, $30,000 worth of watches, and the year before that, another $30,000 worth of watches, man. Bro, and one, I can tell you this, I know that the tariff situation ain't gonna stop you from buying watches, because you're gonna always buy watches because you're DD as well. You are the reason why I call the dopamine Donovan, because you, my friend, are the epitome of must have, must buy right now. I'm not trying to hear you. You can switch your watch 15 times a day, every day for the rest of your life and still not run out of watches to wear. Stop it. You won't repeat a watch. They talk about, man, what's the man, what, Rashawn off of Super Niche, the man that don't repeat a watch? No, that's you, sir. You will never, ever, 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 ever repeat a watch. We could take you back 25 years in time and you still won't wear, like, you can wear a watch every day. If I take you back in time, if we got a DeLorean and took you back 25 years, you can put a watch on and wear it every day, 7 days a week, 365, and you still wouldn't repeat a watch. That's how much you got. You got more watches than any watch company that I know of right now. You got an overstock. You're probably the reason why we got tariffs, man. You're stockpiling. You're stockpiling watches. So I'm not trying to hear from you, sir. Good day, sir. All right, convertible in Ireland is risky. Oh man, watches with Dennis, man. Hey, Dennis, man, welcome in, bro. I was catching you in two places. You were on a panel with some guys, and then I watched your show. Very interesting. Uh, you know, one thing I will say about you, Dennis. I love the fact that you don't hesitate, bro. You are no hesitation. Whatever is on your mind, you're gonna say it. I love that about you, and I hope you never ever change that, ever. If you stay on YouTube for the next 20 years, if it's there, please don't change that. Don't. Hold on. I'm switching up again. I'm about to put on my uncomfortable Seiko. Agree with Dennis. Timepiece attorney. Yes. Hold on, man. I'm switching. Switching up my Seiko. Going over to the prospect. What's today's date, y'all? Today, 25th, I think, ain't it? Yeah, today's 20. Man, this year went by fast, man. Man, that's crazy. We're halfway through the year, man. That is wild. What y'all cackling about? Oh, my bad. Really? Ah, don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Yeah, bro, but I definitely enjoy that about you, Dennis. Is you're a straight shooter. You don't hesitate. And I know you guys were talking about the tutor, and I will say when it comes to watches and even the tutor, man, I know there's a play it safe, but I don't know, man. I look at stuff a little different, man. When you're talking about tutor, Rolex, Omega, Tag, when you're in that upper echelon of watches, when you're north of $2,500, is there such thing as playing it safe? I would imagine that you just go for the gusto, man, and be like, yo. But I get it too. Less is more for the companies. Like, hey, we'll just throw something out there, throw spaghetti at the wall, and try to make a Picasso, but we're still gonna make money in the midst of it. Some filtering isn't a bad idea, but sometimes I think people worry about giving an opinion. They lose sight of what there is. Yes, that's the only thing. I think sometimes discretion is needed because I've seen people that have shot themselves in the foot, and there may be deals that they're trying to go after, and they say something about a company, and that company's like, "Oh, I'm closing the doors to you right now." Absolutely not. So yeah, but yeah, I like to hear people's opinions, especially if you are recommending how people shop and buy, right? And you're in depth with it, because I'll say this for everybody that's watching. If nothing else, I've been on YouTube since 2018, and I have talked primarily Invicta pieces from a fan standpoint, from an I enjoy life and just doing all of the fun things that I wanted to do here. But then the more I got in depth and started looking at how people spend money, how people look at money, and then being like going into the jewelry sector, right? I was selling watches and jewelry and stuff like that, high-end stuff, not watches, jewelry. And I think the most expensive watch we had a pre-owned Rolex that came in that I got a chance to sell, right? You know, met the client, talked to him. I enjoyed the whole process. I thought it was pretty dope. But then, like, other than that, like, the most expensive watches we were selling was to sell at the time. But you get, how can I put this? You get, your mind is blown. It's like everything is opened up to other aspects of the business, which being on the business end, that's one thing I love about micro brands, because once you talk to the creators, the owners of these, the design engineers, if you will, you get a different perspective. For example, let me tell you this. I was talking to an AD, and this AD was telling me about chargebacks. One of the things, not only are tariffs a situation that is causing a rift, right, for people that's buying on a regular, but you have this thing called chargebacks. So I can literally buy a watch from you. Let's hold up. I'm going to put, to a degree, I think some people who focus on Rolex aren't necessarily in love with just Rolex, but it's comfort and yeah, true. So Dennis, right now, seeing that you're my scholar today, I'm going to put you as a, and I know you're in the pinball industry, but today you're going to be a watch dealer. You're an AD. So Dennis, y'all, is our new AD, and he has 50 brands that he sells, right? So he is exposed to the world. He has Rolex, he has Tudor, he has Vacheron, he has all of the major players, plus Seiko and Citizen, and a few micro brands. Let's just say, we're just gonna throw Christopher Ward in there as well, right? And I know Christopher Ward does not deal like that, but they said, Dennis, you know what? We like your plan so much. We want to sell in America. We're gonna send you a bunch of watches. We're gonna deal. So now Dennis is the man. He has these watches. He has what you want, and all of us are buying. Dennis says, hey, there's a YouTuber here, there's a YouTuber there. I'm gonna send you a couple watches. Go ahead and talk about these watches, and now business is flowing for Dennis. But guess what else is flowing for Dennis? He has the eyes of people that say, hey, I want to buy that Vacheron overseas, right? You got a pre-owned. How much you want for it? $41,000? Okay, cool. Boom, I got the watch. He comes to that person. He does the deal. And you know what that person does? They get the watch. They love it. He got the service. He has Dennis's promise, his guarantee that if anything goes wrong within a certain time frame, 2 years of you owning that watch, we will repair, we'll replace it, we'll do whatever. Even if I have to send it back to Vacheron to get something done, I'll do it, right? He's based in the customer service. And Dennis has been in business for the past 10 years. But as of late, Dennis has to deal with that customer that just bought that Vacheron. He hits his credit card company, says, hey, you know what? I got a purchase on that I don't agree with. This guy sold me a shabby watch. It doesn't work well. It's out of time. It's out of spec. It's all this stuff, right? The credit card company says, okay, dear customer, we'll take that. They take the $41,000 that he sent and send it back to the customer. He hits his credit card back again. That credit line, boom, it's safe. Now, Dennis is like, yo, wait a minute. Why did I just lose $41,000? He's looking at Mr. Customer. Mr. Customer, I see that you got your money back. So what's the problem? The watch didn't work. It was this, it was that. I don't like it. Okay, is there anything that I could do to help you? Nope, I don't want to deal. Okay, but you're sending the watch back, right? Nope, goodbye. Hangs up. That happens all the time with authorized dealers. That happens. There's no protection against these people. There's no protection for them, for the ADs, so they have to deal with tariffs and they got to deal with chargebacks. That right there, and I'm like, dude, that's crazy. So then I asked the question. I said, okay, how do you protect yourself against that? They were like, well, this is why. Some people look, and I can understand why. Well, hold up. Before I say this, the wait list for a Rolex, because somebody already dropped the ball saying there's no such thing as a wait list. They are vetting their customers. So in a way, when you have somebody that you're spending that kind of money, you definitely want to vet somebody. What's your purchase history? I'm not even mad at that. That's not talked about though. This coffee's cold too. Okay, now Dennis, I'm taking you out of the AD section. You go back to pinball where you're most happy. Sorry, I just want to use you as an example.
You were telling me where to go.
He said it's a hobby for him. It's a scary industry. I like pinball though. I like pinball. I went to, we have a spot here that has, oh my gosh, they got a slew of pinball. And you pay like $7 and you could be there all day. So they got the pinball, they got all the our old arcades, the Ninja Turtles, Street Fighter, the original, yeah. But the pinball machine, they have a Mad Max pinball machine, man. I like that. Oh man, I like that one. He's in me right now. Gotta run, fam. Great rest of the day. All right, bro. Catch you later. Robert Wood, man, how you doing? I hope your voice is better. Coffee is cold as that chargeback. Hey, man, listen, when I talked to, I talked to two ADs, and they told me how much money they had to spend. Like in a month's time, they had almost $10,000 in chargebacks. I was like, what? If this was back in the day, man, and I'm not recommending and suggesting this, but if this was back in the 70s and 80s, I will pay you $10,000 to go whack that person. I'm just saying. some Tony Montana type stuff, man, especially 70s. Bro, that is the worst thing ever in business, man. Like, you are providing a service for people. And like right now, there are ADs that are pure. I'm talking about pure enthusiasts. They love watches. Absolutely love it. That was like the whole reason why they got behind it. And they like building these relationships with people, man. Like, that is so crazy for some people out there. It's like you become a victim just for providing the service for people. Chargebacks are crazy. That's some crazy work. A podcast on pinball with a pinball authorized dealer. He had a chargeback happen to him. Oh, that should not happen, bro. That should not, man. These people out here is cold-blooded, man. Plus side. Yeah. Interesting to see when this president special process.
Don't give up. You can do it.
Is it true call for this thing? Okay. So I will say this. In comparison, I had coffee in Ireland, and here's the deal about the coffee I had. I had actual I had coffee in Ireland. I had coffee in the Bahamas, pure coffee, and I had it in Iraq. And I can say there is a difference. The caffeine crash. There's certain coffees here that when you crash off the caffeine, it's terrible. I had a perfect blend in Ireland. I love that coffee. But I'm gonna say my favorite was actually the Bahamas. The actual flavor. And I know, like, I can drink coffee without sugar. I know some people can't do that. Some people like, you just drink it black. Yeah, that coffee, it was such a beautiful blend. And I can't remember the name. I actually bought it. I can't remember the name. It has like a blue label on it. Smooth. That coffee's super smooth, man. The aroma, man, it hits your palate. I'm like, oh. And the crash, I like that caffeine crash. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, makes me all grumpy and sleep. No. So coffee here is actually pretty good, but it doesn't have, depending on where it's coming from, it doesn't have that blend that I'm looking for, like overseas. And this, I wouldn't import coffee. It's too expensive to import coffee for me. That and chocolate. UK chocolate? Ooh, boy, that's a food. That's not even chocolate. That's a food. That's a must. Love it, man. I absolutely love chocolate, man. Okay, we're talking watches, right? I drink my coffee black like my soul. Oh, man. All right, but that was a good one. Oh, man, watches within this. Thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate that so much. That money goes into helping, especially this month. We're going to be, upcoming month, we're going to be giving money back to and supporting sickle cell, anemia, and then the following cancer, breast cancer. We're hitting all cancers, man. I've done that every year. I've always given back. But this year, like, we had some survivors. We had some people that did not survive. And it's heartbreaking because I know people that did not survive cancer. We have some watch collectors that lost loved ones, some people that's super close to them. And, you know, I think support sometimes is bigger than, I know, like, money. Some people money is not an issue, you know what I'm saying, giving them gift cards, stuff like that. But I just think just acknowledging them and just showing that you care about them is, yeah, man. Got a super chat in the building. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Irish coffee, whiskey involved, though. That's how I had it. That's how they gave it to me, bro. That's how they gave it to me, man. They took care. When I came out to Dublin, they took care of your boy, man. I had this redhead, man. She took care of, so me and my group, we kind of broke off from everybody. Oh, bro, she took care of us, man. We had drinks, we had food, we had some chocolate. But like we had this little croissant thing. Man, I felt so good, man, because I know we were like I needed that because the only reason I was in Ireland because I think we had a problem with the plane. Our plane something was wrong, so we had to land in Ireland, and we sat there for a minute. But I bought like some stuff. I bought a bunch of stuff from Ireland, and I wanted to have a distraction because we're going to Iraq. We're about to go into like I didn't know what we were going like what to look forward to when I got to Iraq. I know just not the news, but like the talks, the pre-checks and stuff like that we had, or the pre-events or meetings we had before. It's like this is what's happening in Iraq. This is the area that we're going into. So I'm like, all right. So I needed that distraction. So UK, we spent more time in Ireland than we did UK. But yeah. Trap, did you pick out the watch you plan on wearing with the shattered backboards? Yes. Yes. It is orange. But I think I'm going with the, it's still Zillows. I'm going with the diver. The diver. Because that orange hits hard. But actually, I'm going to wear both of them. I got a hat for it too. Got the shirt. Got the I put them on feet, and they just that leather is so good, man. Gosh, those shoes are so good. I like them. I like the silhouette of the ones, man. And I just think that is super dope. Anyway, what's up? Oh yeah, I got the bouncing. I got to go to work. I'm sitting there talking to y'all. I'm like, I got to get to work too. I'm tripping. We don't talk chocolate here. Swiss guy needs to intro. Talk chocolate. My bad, MG. My bad. Hot, black, strong all day long.
What are you describing?
We're talking coffee. All right. We are talking coffee. Wow. I guess it's 9 o'clock somewhere, right? Jeez. Baby bird, what is wrong with you? This is a family show. It wasn't no oopsie boopsie. You did that on purpose. You watch her face is super red, but you were too excited about that. What's wrong with you?
Too excited about what?
Oh really?
I think it's funny.
Oh really? That is hilarious.
What are you talking about?
What you describing? Hey, they cracking up on here. Oh man, Skylar Santanio is in the building, man. Hey Skylar, we have to get a show together, man, so we can continue the conversation. I'm actually about to this plane is landed. It's in a lane and it's landed in the lane. And we're going to get off of this topic about coffee, right? And everything else. Okay. Just got some news. So for the most part, if you just got here, Seiko's going up on the 15th. Don't know how much, but they are going up. And I know some people were already complaining about the prices of Seiko. The Pepsi Seiko will be coming out September. They'll be shipping that out. Jake does not have a date on it. I don't know if Kokomo's going to get anything. It's very limited. It's 7,000 pieces for this. So you have the Coke Zero, Pepsi Zero, and then the OG colorway. And I don't know how many Jake is going to get because I know how many he asked for, but that's different than what he's going to actually get. He may get 15, he may get 20. I think he asked for 30, I believe. But because it is such a limited thing, he already had 4 spoken for, and I believe he shut off pre-orders for that watch because he just don't know how many he's going to get. So, which was a smart move. That was super smart because if he was only, let's say he only gets 10, let's say he only gets 5, he already got 4 pre-orders. You know, that's risky. That's too risky. So that's coming up, and if you guys need that, let me know. The Gene Kranz Seiko, I know some people was asking about that. eBay is the only way, and yeah, the price is already up. If you're buying from Japan, eBay, you're not buying from Japan, eBay, because I know you're not going to pay for the tariff cost of to get it imported to you. It's crazy. So those that are looking for the $20,000 watches, you're paying about $7,000 to $8,000 in duty fees. If you're buying a $2,500 watch, you're paying, what was it, $1,600 to have it shipped to you, and you can have that shipping, please. It's a lot. So the tariffs on that's anything coming out of Japan through eBay. So, but there are enough American imports here. This stuff already stocked. They were doing that. They knew tariffs was coming, so there's a stock. Trying to get certain Seikos will be a challenge right now because Seiko sales is through the roof right now. Citizen sales are through the roof right now, so I know they're having an issue getting all these watches out. So Jake does have a stock. Kokomo has a stock. And I believe Exquisite has a stock of watches. Now, Moria Jewelers sells Seiko too, Seiko Lux and some other stuff. You have to go online or just contact them, right? So that's that. I wouldn't limit eBay searches to U.S. and Canada based on the tariffs. I don't buy no. You know what? Like it. Okay, let me put that up there real quick. Let me pin that. Did I pin it right? I don't know if I pinned it right. Asked earlier, good watch shops in Indianapolis. Any special sales in October? So the only ones that I know of right now that you can get a deal on is Trifecta. And I'm just telling people to like contact Jay and be like, yo, I talked to Trap. He told me that you got deals. And this is what I'm looking for. He'll tell you if you can get it or not. And you'll get a deal off of it. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So Trifecta is that spot. Also, we do have Reese Nichols. So depending on what you're looking for, Reese Nichols has IWC. They have Tudor. They have Rolex. I don't know how easy you can get it. They do have a pre-owned section. I don't know if I'm pretty sure the pre-owned section is online. But sometimes it doesn't reflect because somebody can come in and buy it just like that. And that watch is gone. But the last time I was there, which was 5 days ago, they had some decent stuff in there. They had they had like 4 Pateks in there. They had Monaco and there's some other stuff. They had 2 pre-owned Panerai, and I can't remember everything else. Tag, they got a few tags in there. So yes, those are as far as watch deals. There is a vintage shop that I haven't been to. We've been playing phone tag. But I'll let you know. I'll post that this week. I'll go out there possibly tomorrow Wednesday. I'll be in Trifecta. And then I'll be at Kokomo at some point. How close to downtown Indianapolis? For me, downtown is exactly 12 minutes. 15 through traffic, 16 maybe somewhere around there. But it's like 12 minutes for me. Yeah, it's not that far. And they used to have some great watch shops downtown. They don't anymore. They closed up a lot of those shops that you can get those good deals on. So, also reach out to. I'm gonna tell you this: for those that are looking for specific, like if you are into Rolexes and stuff like that, Rolex Tudors. Mike used to be a Rolex dealer. He used to work in it, Kokomo had Rolex years ago, but he still have connections. And they had a sub there, right? It was a 97, what's it, 97 sub? Pretty good condition, decent price for what they were asking for. I don't know if they had the papers with it, but I didn't even ask. Reach out to Palmer Jewelers, and that's up in Kokomo, Indiana, and ask for Mike, and ask Mike, like, hey, Trap told me that you could possibly get, if you're looking for specific models. If he doesn't have a connection, he'll let you know. But that's his thing. He can still get his hands on certain watches, right? And decently priced. So that's just been his thing. So that's a little tidbit that I'm giving you guys. Would it be great to buy? Be a great buy for me, OG Pepsi, because I don't have any Seikos. Yeah, you know what? Hopefully he'll have those in before the 15th because man, I just don't think it's cool. I don't think it's. Yeah, I hate the fact that prices are going up, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I did hit the wrong. All right. So, all right, I'm out of here, y'all. Copy, bro. Let's put it all together. Okay, no worries, bro. Hannibal in the building. All right. You prepared for that Philly show? They got a few more names coming out this year. I heard. Jeffro, have you seen any velvet dials? I've seen plenty of velvet bands, braces, a few velvet clocks. No, I haven't. I have not, Jeffro. Have not. Oh shit, trap. Oh Shaq Hennessy. Okay. Everyone be safe. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. You said don't go. Hey, bro, I got to get to work, man. I would love to stay on a little longer. I will come back to you guys Wednesday from Trifecta. I don't know if he's gonna have anything new. It's kind of like in between. It's kind of slow right now. A lot of stuff, you know, tariff, all that stuff. It's a lot of stuff on the plate. So, all right, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Appreciate the super chats. Appreciate everybody for just Matt G and Reese Nichols. Yes, that's what I talk. That's my. Yeah, that's what I mess with over there. Like, yeah, I got his card in my wallet right now. All right, y'all. I'm gone. Y'all be blessed. Till the next time. Yeah, I missed. Yeah, all that.